This 1 Degree Outside video is brought to you by Fluid Form Bio, developing innovative 3D printing living pancreatic tissue to help combat type 1 diabetes. For the first time, you can join this visionary mission. Visit fluidformbio.com or their page on Start Engine to learn more about this exciting work.
Well, on a Thursday, we take a look at the updated drought monitor. It comes out every Thursday morning based on the prior Tuesday to Tuesday precipitation amounts. There are some areas of extreme to exceptional drought across the country. Southwest Texas, the desert Southwest, some exceptional drought in southern Florida. But much of the eastern seaboard has seen some progress in terms of the drought monitor, and that includes us here in New England as well. There are still some areas of severe drought down through the mid-Atlantic. For us at home, we saw a reduction in the abnormally dry and moderate drought last week by about 10%, and this week by about an additional 7%. So this area is shrinking. There are still some areas of moderate drought in southern Maine, the Merrimack Valley, Cape Cod, and then back down to Nantucket. We're going to add more rainfall to that. It's all driven by the upper level pattern. The vorticity in meteorology, basically bundles of energy aloft, high in the sky, that produce or help to drive some of the weather at the surface as well. So where's the big energy? In yellows and oranges and pinks out across the Midwest today. That's going to mean some areas of severe weather developing. We talked about that yesterday, and I'll show you that again. When that energy comes over us, it's not until tomorrow afternoon in western New England, but most of the action back across New York. And then another little piece of it comes overhead by the time we get to Saturday, but the bulk of the upper level low waits to swing through until Saturday night and Sunday. So while the threat for thunder will diminish, there will still be some unsettled weather around before we can kick the whole thing out of here, get less humid air, drier air to work in, and some relatively cooler air as well. So we'll talk about what that means over the coming few days. At the surface, that low pressure is pushing through the Dakotas. That will continue to slide east. Areas of severe weather from the Midwest to the southern plains today. For Friday, that cold front's going to drive it as well. Warm front here at home. A lot of heat actually building across the central and southern United States in through the mid-Atlantic. Highs over 90 in the southern United States, over 100 in central and southern Texas, compared to temperatures that are 10 to 20 degrees below average in the northern plains. A huge temperature swing compared to some of the record heat they had by the time we get to last week in those areas. Now, yesterday we took a look at this. It is expanded in terms of the threat for severe weather and the number of thunderstorms anticipated in portions of the Ohio Valley and the Mississippi Valley, portions of St. Louis, Nashville, Lexington, Cincinnati, Indianapolis under the gun for Friday. Saturday, that shifts east. Areas of rain, some downpours, some thunder. There will be some storms in the southern plains, and then the threat for severe weather is greatest to our south. The yellows indicating isolated to a few storms from southern Jersey stretching back down into the Carolinas, at least central and eastern Carolinas. But we are in this green shaded area, and that means a threat for a few storms that may be on the stronger side for Saturday. So it's all the driver of that cooler air coming in, that upper level low swinging through. We do get into some of the cooler, drier air by Sunday, but it's some of this humidity that's driving it too. It's not, super sticky, but the dew point, the measure of the amount of moisture in the atmosphere, is on the rise. So it feels a little bit humid and a little bit sticky out there. Now, what we have going on our Friday is clouds, some fog, locally dense tomorrow morning. So kind of a dreary start. I do think clouds will end up ruling the skies in general, but some breaks of sunshine are possible. And as a warm front approaches, that may help to spark a couple of storms tomorrow. I think many of us stay dry for our Friday. Outdoor plans you can keep. Keep an eye on the sky, particularly in western New England, late afternoon to evening, couple storms. Again, not anticipating widespread severe weather, but some brief downpours. Lightning may be possible. Slow-moving storms, too, so there may be some localized flooding. By the time we get to Saturday, pockets of rain in northern New England, some showers south, warm front approaching, another one coming in with that surge in humidity and warmth. So there'll be some scattered showers in the morning, a break in the action, and then I'd say like 2 to 8 p.m., maybe even a little bit longer, there'll be a scattered shower or thunderstorm possible, some downpours too. So it's not raining the whole day. That being said, I would have a backup plan to get inside should you need to on Saturday. Have the alerts turned on your cell phone as well. A couple of the storms could be on the stronger side with some brief gusty wind, lightning, downpours as they come on by. Sunday is the drier of the 2 weekend days with some pockets of rain, yes, in northern New England. And because of that upper level energy we talked about, we may see some threatening clouds that may produce a shower or two on Sunday afternoon as that upper level low swings through. still lingering shower in the mountains in northern New England on Monday. So how much rain? It's not a lot. In fact, on Friday, many of us stayed dry, maybe a quarter to a half an inch when any thunderstorms push through. But I'm going to play the map through Saturday and Sunday. Don't focus on the exact number, but you notice maybe about a tenth to a quarter of an inch, half an inch in southern New England. In some of western and northern New England, there may be some localized amounts that go about an inch, inch and a half, where you get some of those downpours to set up. Predicted lightning, I just want to show you kind of an early estimate here. We're talking about a threat that's going to be greatest to our west by the time we get to Friday. Notice across New York, but western New England tomorrow afternoon and evening, you notice that lines up to an isolated risk of some lightning that comes in. Saturday with that warm front, there may be a lightning strike in the morning and then later in the day as some of those thunderstorms come through. Again, it's nothing that shows up in yellows or oranges here, but there may be a few storms that produce lightning and you may have to seek shelter indoors for. Remember when thunder roars go indoors, we're in that time of the year. All right, with breaks of sun for our Friday, 70s to low 80s. There won't be a whole lot of big breaks in the clouds, but if you get some, with the warmth and humidity in place, we see those temperatures shoot up. The wind, by the way, out of the southeast, we'll take a look at it in a second. Friday night, 50s to right around 60, some pockets of low clouds and patchy fog fill back in. Saturday, well into the 70s, a little bit sticky, 60s in Maine and far northern New Hampshire. Again, scattered showers, breaking the action, then a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon to evening, so keep an eye on the sky. Sunday, cooler in northern and western New England, and a different feel, honestly, because the drier air comes in, so the dew points drop. We should still manage some lower 70s in southern New England, 65 to 70 on the Cape, and then Monday is cooler overall, 60s, but that's seasonable for this time of the year. 50s in far northern New England with more clouds and a shower. Wind is not an issue for our Friday, really, or our Saturday. Any thunderstorms may contain some brief gusty wind, that wind out of the southwest by Saturday afternoon and evening. We may see some gusts that go 10 to 25 miles per hour. And then on Sunday, behind the cold front, some 20 to 30 mile per hour gusts. So it is going to be a breeze out there. Fenway Park, Friday, we're talking about around 70, mid 60s with the chance of a shower or thunderstorm on Saturday evening's game. Sunday, breezy, but feeling like 70 degrees and a little bit of a brighter day overall. You can track it all, of course, with our app. Pinpoint your location, interactive radar, sponsored by CrackX. Great way to track the showers, the thunderstorms, past plus future mode. We'll show you where the radar is right now and what's going to happen the next few hours. Send to us tab for any pictures you may take, and our merchandise at swag.onedegreeoutside.com.